An unsettling classic. Hi everyone, 안녕하세요 여러분. My name is Rage. Welcome to Cinemarea, where we only talk about South Korean movies and TV shows. Today's review was actually a request from one of you guys, and I wanted to talk about this movie anyway because I really like it. So let's talk about the 2003 horror movie, A Tale of Two Sisters, or Jung-ah, Jung-young. The movie was directed by Kim Jee-woon and it stars Im Soo-jung, Geun-young, Jung-ah, and Kim Kap-soo. The story is loosely based on a Korean folktale, although I'm pretty sure they twisted the hell out of it. Two sisters are arriving home. One of them has just been released from a mental institution. They live with their father and their stepmother, whom they hate with all their hearts. The younger sister, played by Geun-young, is very weak and fragile, so her sister is always by her side. They feel very uncomfortable in their home, and things get even worse when strange noises start occurring in the house. The older sister is having visions of a deadly figure, plus their stepmother is treating them really badly. One day, two guests come to the house, and the female guest also sees something that freaks her out. There must be a ghost in the house. This is a really good movie. At the time of its release, it received rave reviews. It is the highest grossing Korean horror and the first one to be screened in American theaters. And it deserves all the praise. Even though the whole movie takes place in one house, it never gets boring. Granted, the house is really big with a lot of rooms, so it gives a lot of opportunities to not be boring visually. And it's really well filmed also. I love the colors, I love the hallway shots, everything. Plus the fact that the movie takes place in a house helps building its unsettling atmosphere. One of the strongest points of A Tale of Two Sisters is its atmosphere. It's a bleak, suffocating movie, and its grasp is getting tighter and tighter, the tone is getting darker and darker, and it's all the better for it. It's also a very disorienting movie. If you watch this movie for the first time, you might have an idea in your head about how things are gonna turn out. Well, let me tell you right now. You're wrong. And the movie only gives you the answers at the end, although there's a big reveal at the end of the second act, but that also doesn't help. Things get even more confusing after that. But what I appreciate the most about this film is that it's highly psychological. Granted, one of the sisters came home from a mental institution, but there's so much more to this. This film is definitely worth a spoiler review. If you want me to do that, please leave a comment in the comment section because I don't want to ruin the fun right now, just in case you haven't seen this yet. But I love a good psychological horror film, and this is a perfect example of a psychological horror. You've probably guessed by now that there's a little twist in the tale, so it's really fun to watch the movie for a second time because there are some visual and verbal cues as to what is going on. But the movie is really clever with this. You can only notice these things once you know what is really going on. The performances are also very strong, especially Jung-ah. She plays the stepmother here. She knows very well that the girls hate her, yet she is trying to be welcoming. In the beginning. As the movie goes on, she gets more and more unstable, and Jung-ah did an excellent job. As much as I hated her character, I loved her performance equally as much. I usually don't talk about music when it comes to my reviews, but here the music is also worth mentioning. The main theme is beautiful, and basically the whole score is brilliant. It really adds to the atmosphere of the movie. But the film also uses silence very well, so the music is not overused, but when it's there for a reason. And when it comes to flows, not a lot comes to mind, although the pacing is a bit too slow at times. If you want a high energy, fast-paced movie, go look elsewhere. Some scenes could have been cut a little shorter, definitely, although they help adding to the atmosphere. But sometimes I felt like that the point had already been made. But my biggest problem with the movie is some of the horror cliches that are infused into this movie. I'm talking about a few false scares, although thankfully there's not much, and some scary musical cues that are absolutely unnecessary here. You know, things like this. There's quite a lot of these in the first half of the movie, and for me, they take away from the movie rather than adding to it. But overall, A Tale of Two Sisters is a classic for a reason. It's a disturbing, disorienting, highly psychological horror with great performances, great music, and a consistently unsettling atmosphere. I'm gonna give A Tale of Two Sisters 85%. If you like horror movies and haven't seen this one yet, go watch this. It's not something you can watch every day, but it's perfect for a gloomy day. That's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned because I'm going to talk about Korean action movies next week, all week. It's gonna be awesome, so you don't want to miss that. See you guys on Monday. 월요일에 봬요. Bye.